Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone at Rulewell, and Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. I'm Brother Caleb from the GMS UK London Forecasters Camp, back with another lesson to help edify those of which I spoke of. I always like to open by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites, and the real Israelites, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians, West Africans predominantly, but you will find Israelites that do look like the other nations, because we as a people have been scattered among all the nations throughout our various captivities. But if your seed line by your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible that was named Israel, then you too are an Israelite, no matter what you may look like, because Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18 tells you that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. And that's the scripture that I've got on the screen here, because the lesson that I want to do is based around the fact that you're going to get Israelites that look like all the nations on the earth, because we've been scattered among all the nations on the earth. So therefore you're going to get Israelites that look like Edomites, Israelites that look like Moabites, and Hamites, and Elamites. But the point is that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. So you are what your father is, and this goes beyond what you look like. It's about your spirit. Yeah. So I want to get into that a bit. So I've got on the screen Numbers 1 and verse 18, because you are what your father is. See, in this society, they'll teach you that let's say your dad's a Jake, Southern Kingdom Jake, so-called black man, and your mother's a Edomite. They'll teach you that you're mixed race, or that you're, they use the term half caste. They'll teach you that you're mixed, but there's no such thing. You are what your father is. No matter what your skin looks like, you are what your father is. So Numbers 1 and 18 says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the names, from 20 years old and upwards by their polls. So they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. So yeah, this is the word for pedigree in the Hebrew.
Strong's H3205. Yaled. Yaled.
Now the Strong's definition says, Yalad, a primitive root to bear young, causatively to beget, medically to act as a midwife, specifically to show lineage, to bear, beget, birth, born, mate, to bring forth children, bring up, carve, child, to come, to be delivered of a child, time of delivery, hatch, labour, do the office of a midwife, pedigree, be the son of, there you go, to beget, bring forth, bear, travail. To declare one's pedigree birth, there's G, if Ipathal, to declare one's pedigree birth. Yeah, so basically, well, I lost my train of thought. Bear me a second. You are what your father is. Yeah. Let me get the pedigree in the regular dictionary. There you go, pedigree. An ancestral line of descent, lineage, ancestry, a genealogical table, chart, list, or record, especially purebred of a purebred animal, distinguished, excellent, or pure ancestry, derivation, origin, or history. So they declared their origin or history by the house of their fathers. That's a better definition there. So you are what your father is. There's no such thing as being mixed or, half caste or whatever. Now let me get a few more precepts here. Amos 9 and 9. Bear with me, I was just looking for a precept. Amos 9 and 9 says, For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. So Israel has been scattered among all the nations, because what you've got to remember is you had various captivities where we've been under captivity of other nations. For example, in the Babylonian kingdom, Medo-Persians, the Greeks, the Romans. We've been under a lot of nations, and during those times, what happens if you have an Israelite man who mates with a woman of these other nations and brings forth children, and then that child then in turn continues to mate and bring forth children with this other nation that they're among, the children are going to come out looking more and more like the people of the other nation that they're dwelling amongst. So over generations, you do that 2 or 3 times, your child's going to come out looking like 100%, less like a stereotypical Israelite and more like a stereotypical heathen. They're going to look like they're going to have that appearance, but they're not heathens. And this is the mystery of the Gentiles, because Christianity teaches that salvation is open to everybody now, and that anybody can come and believe on Jesus and be saved. But that's obviously a fallacy, because the Israelites that were looking like Gentiles that were coming into this ministry during the time of the Apostle Paul, they were actually Israelite foreigners. Their ancestry went back to the 12 tribes. They weren't straight up heathens, but they had the appearance of looking like heathens. And also they'd lost their culture and customs, because during the time of the Maccabees, there was a large number of Israelites that forsook the law and the customs and followed after the ways of the heathens. Now, they continued in that way until the time of the Messiah, and then the Apostle Paul came on the scene, and when he preached the word unto them, their descendants heard that word, and it stirred their spirit, and they came back to the knowledge of this truth. But they looked like straight up heathens, and they had forsook the law, statutes. Their fathers had forsook the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why there was enmity between those who had kept the covenant and the laws, and they saw these new Israelite foreigners coming in that caused great offense, because they were like, look, we've been keeping the laws and the statutes. You guys are traitors to the covenant. Why should you be brought back? But that's what the will of the Heavenly Father was, and that's how it's going to play out, and that's how it is playing out. So yeah, you are what your father is, and there's no heathens can come into this thing. It's only Israelite foreigners. Let's get James 1:1. This is James, the servant of the Most High God and of the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. So again, this is to the 12 tribes. This whole Bible is only to this is the book of the Israelites. This isn't open to any other heathens. Actually, there's a precept I've got on deck for that. Bear with me a second. Yeah, this is it. Psalms 147. Psalms 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. So read that again. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. So that's a beautiful precept which tells you the point. The Most High ain't dealing with these other heathen nations, these straight up Gentiles. He's only dealing with the Israelite foreigners, those who were of the lineage and bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, that's the line he's dealing with. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahshai, did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you are more in number than any people, for you are the fewest of all people. But because the Lord Yahweh loved you, and would keep the oath that which he had sworn unto your fathers, there you go, hath the Lord Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. There, so it says clearly in verse 8, but because Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers. So that oath went back to the covenant made by Yahweh Bashem Yahshai with Abraham, and that covenant passed down to Isaac and on to Jacob and rested on his seed. And we are the people of the covenant. Those are the people that the Most High is dealing with. The Most High ain't dealing with these other heathens. So Christianity's got it twisted, where it's telling you that everybody can be saved now. That's some bullshit and a fallacy, just like most things that come out of Christianity. So yeah, I'll end it there. Should I get one more? Matthew 24. And 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and he shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So yeah, the elect have been scattered among all nations across the whole earth. But at the end day, in these last days, we're going to be gathered together, and none of the elect's going to be lost. All the elect are going to be accounted for. In fact, all Israel will be accounted for, but in terms of seeing salvation on this side, it's the elect that are going to be saved. The rest of the Israelites that may have to perish on this side will have to be born back into the kingdom, but they'll be born back into their lot, and they'll know they're Israelites, and they'll be good. They'll be good. But right now, we're scattered and we're a lost people. But it's this word that's gathering us together and bringing us back to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of this great gospel, and of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And you're going to get Israelites that look like all the nations under the sun. That's why this is a spiritual thing. You know, this isn't a black only thing, or a Northern Kingdom only thing, or you know, you've got to be spiritual in this truth. You've got to have understanding in dealing with this matter, because it's a deep matter, and you know, a carnal mind won't be able to fathom this thing. So yeah, that's all I got on this one. So with that, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles, the great millstone that will well. Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. And I'll catch you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom for now. Shalom.